Welcome to my first post on this channel. As I continue posting my content, it will have more quality and will be longer with more detailed explanation, but you guys don't want to hear that. You want to know the history between the artist, who made Flowerboy a calm jazz rap album, to Goblin a dark and horrorcore-like. So let's get into it. Back then, Tyler was at the helm of Odd Future, a collective known for being loud, rebellious, and unapologetically controversial. The group was filled with wild, unfiltered energy, but Tyler was always the most intense. His debut album, Goblin, was filled with songs that were shockingly graphic and downright disturbing. Tracks like Yonkers and Tron Cat were about violence, self-hate, and his issues with his dad. And let's not forget the creepy, borderline psychotic vibes from songs like Goblin, where Tyler openly talked about his inner darkness. His lyrics were harsh, violent, and often misogynistic, which caused a lot of backlash. But it was clear that he was using his art to channel his inner struggles and frustrations. Tyler's entire persona was crafted around this edgy anti-hero image. He was angry, loud, and willing to say anything to get a reaction, even if it made people uncomfortable. His imagery, whether in his music videos or public appearances, was often unsettling, like the time he wore a mask at concerts or made random, off-the-wall statements in interviews. He was intentionally offensive, playing with shock value just as much as he was using it as an outlet for his emotions. At the time, it felt like Tyler was dealing with a lot of personal demons: his dad's absence, his feelings of rejection, and not fitting in with the mainstream. He often used his music to express a lot of anger and confusion, and his edginess was a reflection of that. But what a lot of people didn't see was how much of that persona was just a defense mechanism. Tyler's dark, edgy side was his way of protecting himself from the world, pushing people away before they could hurt him. He was this young, talented artist with a lot of issues to work through, and the way he expressed those issues was, well, extremely intense. Then Flowerboy came out and everything changed. The dark, edgy Tyler we all knew started to fade into something more vulnerable and introspective. It was still Tyler, but now he was more reflective, more open about his struggles with identity, love, and mental health. Flowerboy marked a turning point in his career. But those earlier, edgy years were crucial in shaping the artist he would become. In hindsight, Tyler's dark and edgy era wasn't just for shock value. It was a period where he was exploring the extremes of his emotions, trying to make sense of his world. And honestly, as much as we joke about it, those years helped build the foundation for the genius that would later deliver albums like Flowerboy and IGOR.